Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the return of Bam Bam. We checked him out one time on this channel with Sour and Sweet. However, I am familiar with Bam Bam and actually like him quite a bit. We're checking out Last Parade. This very first visual is already giving me some creepy horror vibes. So I'm very intrigued by that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Hello, beautiful. Oh. What in the fucking Renaissance is happening? Whoa. Bam Bam? Embracing the villain? Yeah. Bamaces? Nice. Whoa. Was he in a coffin just now?
Yeah, Last Parade.
Ooh. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy. That is creative as fuck. Oh! Mad Max? What the fuck?
Looking like fantasy when it's you and me, we a masterpiece. Rampage, parade, let's say, let's be the last to leave. Black shades, red rage, let's make this night eternity. Shout out, make it louder. Say so on the crowd. Everything look like a movie.
Damn.
Everything under the maces. We're not going down, 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 down. We got that energy. We got that energy. We're not going down, 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 down. We got that energy. We got that energy. Yeah, Last Parade.
Ooh! Hi! Was that a crow sound? The way it kicks into the post-chorus reminds me of like suddenly I'm picturing like the dance group Mannequin, like like coming in with the fucking Jesus Christ with the what's oh my god, I knew the name of that move. I knew whacking? Is it whacking? I think it's whacking. It's whacking me. Ugh, Jesus. It has that go off queen energy in a way, but only, you know, for Bam Bam.
Last Parade, Last Parade. Last Parade.
What the fuck? Holy shit. That is wild. This is wild as fuck. Holy shit. Wait, hold up. I need some... Jesus Christ. What? Wait, hold up. Don't look at me like that. What the fuck? Okay, so looking it up online, there's one thing that stood out. Like, a lot of the visuals look like actual paintings, and I found out that there's like one famous painter, Bosch, who painted what basically looks like from the far at the very least looks incredibly heavily inspired. especially this part right here. It looks heavily inspired by a painting that is called The Garden of Earthly Delights. Looking it up, Bosch's paintings often depicts sin, human morals, demons, monsters, and other imaginary creatures. Some called him the creator of monsters, while others thought that he was being influenced by the witches, apparently. The Garden of Earthly Delights is unquestionably Bosch's greatest masterpiece and his most iconic work. There's also like an interesting part about, especially like the Mad Max stuff with all the speakers and the flags and everything and like the smoke bombs. It actually reminds me of ATs, like stylistically, and apparently going on like the Reddit page for this music video, apparently the director of this music video directed some of ATEEZ's music videos, which is, hey, pretty fucking cool. The entire music video and like this painting, which again is supposedly a representation of the Garden of Earthly Delights by Bosch. It's literally an internal but also eternal struggle by Bam Bam, because that struggle is forever. You always have to fight a dark side within yourself to not let it take over, to not let it be a dictator and take over your entire world, and the way that you present yourself to that world. So you always got to be a rebel. So there's like a rebel spirit that Bam Bam emphasizes within this music video, with like the Mad Max laced influences, and then the dictator version of Bam Bam, which almost looks like a dystopian movie villain from like the fucking Hunger Games or something like that. And having the red in the eyes, like the river of blood. So it feels like, is it the blood of the pure Bam Bam in a way? And then there's obviously the statue head of Bam Bam as well. And the rebel version of him takes that head and he elevates it. So it's like, it's really, really interesting. It feels like there's two versions, obviously, of Bam Bam that are fighting one another. And that fight is going to be eternal, because it's always going to be a constant struggle, and you constantly need to rebel, and you constantly need to explore new things. So there's a version of Bam Bam that sits comfortably as like this dictator villain, and then there's a version of Bam Bam that is constantly rebellious, who wants to explore new things and wants to be himself no matter what, and not let the villain of his story, which is himself, take over and let him become complacent and let him become, you know, a villain, basically. Like, he doesn't want to become the villain of his story in some way. That's kind of how this feels at the very least. And like literally Bemaces, like him saying in the lyrics, everything is under Bemaces and set me free in my Bemaces. It's like, from what I read, it means like Bam Genesis, like Bam Bam Genesis. So everything is happening within his own world. Which I thought was really, really, really interesting. Like this music video, the scale of this music video is insane. It's so huge. It's so cinematic. It's like making a painting come to life. It's so incredibly artistic. It's unique. It's trippy. It makes you say, what the fuck? But at the same time, you can't take your eyes off of it. And the fact that no version is actually giving up is really intensifying the struggle within Bam Bam to not stop being curious and rebel and be someone that wants to explore and do different things and whatnot. That's at least kind of like, maybe it's like a version of like Bam Bam in the past and Bam Bam in the present, and them fighting to fighting for the future of who Bam Bam will be in the end. And then the last parade is like the last battle and whatnot. Like, this was insanely trippy. Bam Bam looks absolutely magical. Like, holy fuck. From the red eyes to the green eyes, holy shit. He looked incredible. The song itself, like the drop, the chorus was amazing. And I actually noticed a really cool thing about one of his tattoos with the dagger in the skull. It actually symbolizes death, memory, protection, or bravery. being ready to face anything without fear. So there's a version of Bam Bam that is ready to take on all, when what is a greater villain than a fucking like dictator that wants to consume you and all the evil that it represents. So it's like it's not even an angel and devil on your shoulder competing for, you know, for the vessel or something like that. It's like he really took it to the most fucking extreme level, made it incredibly artistically and visually intriguing. And the song itself is just absolutely fucking incredible. Like the drop and the chorus progression, it has such a anthemic vibe to it. Maybe it's the whacking, the dancing style or whatever, but it's incredibly like anthemic, and it's incredibly rebellious and almost like a celebration of sorts of being who you are in a way. So it could represent like, don't let the darkness consume you, of, you know, being afraid of being who you are, or being afraid of, you know, showing off your colors that are different from everyone else's colors and whatnot. And I think that Bam Bam did a phenomenal job with that, because he's originally is from Thailand. He is like, technically he is a foreigner who came into the K-pop scene and has done an amazing job. And he came in super young from what I learned. Like he became a trainee at like 13 or 14 years old, which is absolutely fucking lunacy to me. So he's been through a lot, and, you know, he still maintained his own colors, if that makes any sense. And he still wants to explore new and exciting ways to be himself and, you know, pour that message to the world, I guess. This was amazing, honestly. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. Honestly, this was just like a combination of like reading some stuff that I found online, and then just thinking off the top of my head because of like the painting. And, you know, there's literally like two versions of Bam Bam. So obviously he's fighting himself. That's kind of like the biggest symbolism. But at the same time, it could be like past, present, fighting for the future of Bam Bam, or an eternal and internal struggle of light and dark fighting for who gets to be on top. So whatever the meaning is, at the end of the day, this music video is captivating as fuck. And Bam Bam was phenomenal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are.